4 numbers just reshaped Korea's industrial landscape. Samsung's mobile chief says 7 years of competitiveness can't be closed in one product cycle, aiming squarely at Apple ahead of a September foldable launch. Samsung Electro-Mechanics landed another 300 billion won in MLCC orders for AI servers, its second major win in 2 months. Hyundai Motor's operating profit fell 21% in the second quarter, even as its union pressed ahead with more strikes. LG Energy Solution just filed a U.S. patent suit against a Chinese rival over battery separator technology. It's Friday, July 24th. Let's take a look at a key development in Korea's industry sector. Samsung's remarks came right after Unpacked London, as rising memory chip prices squeeze smartphone makers worldwide. Samsung Electro-Mechanics' new order follows a 450 billion won contract in June, both tied to the same AI server build-out. Hyundai and LG Energy Solution, meanwhile, are both facing intensifying Chinese competition, one on cost, the other on technology. Here's what the numbers show. Hyundai Motor posted 2.825 trillion won in operating profit for the second quarter, down 21% from 3.56 trillion won a year earlier. Revenue climbed 1.9% to 49.2 trillion won, a modest gain that couldn't offset the profit slide as the union pressed ahead with repeated walkouts. Samsung Electro-Mechanics secured 300 billion won in new MLCC orders from a global tech client, its second major AI server win in 2 months. LG Energy Solutions' new U.S. lawsuit accuses China's Eve Energy of copying separator technology, adding to a wave of battery IP disputes as Chinese makers expand overseas. Unison set a 2030 revenue target of 1 trillion won, betting on combined onshore and offshore wind turbine orders to double its current business. Samsung's DX chief called foldables a maturing category, open to more competitors, even as he defended the company's lead ahead of Apple's rumored entry. So what does this mean for global industry analysts and supply chain managers watching Korea? Earlier, we said Samsung isn't worried about Apple's foldable entry. Here's what that actually means for you. Expect Samsung to defend pricing and specs aggressively through September's launch, rather than cede share. Samsung Electro-Mechanics' back-to-back MLCC wins show Korea capturing a growing slice of the AI server supply chain, worth tracking against Taiwanese and Japanese rivals. Hyundai's profit slide and LG Energy Solutions' patent fight point to the same pressure. Chinese rivals squeezing Korean manufacturers on cost and technology, making supply chain diversification and IP defense the 2 themes to watch this quarter. 3 things to track. Samsung's September Unpacked event for foldable pricing and specs, Hyundai's third quarter earnings for signs of a labor settlement, and how the Eve Energy lawsuit moves through U.S. courts. That's today's AI Prism, Industry Daily. This episode was produced with AI assistance based on Seoul Economic Daily reporting and reviewed by a human editor. AI Prism is a Juan Ifra award-winning series. We'll be back tomorrow.